Alright, now that I gave it a good shake, I'm going to stick this back in there, just as far as it goes, and then as you can see, I'm going to, there we go, you see the little point right here. I'm trying to do that because that's going to be the easiest for me to get the most out, right? I'm going to pull this, again, you don't want to go too fast. As you can see, starting to get the most out of it, and that's pretty much everything right there. Look how much cleaner and clearer that is now. So I'm going to dump this over here. Okay. I'm going to grab some more alcohol. I'm going to pour this back in here. This is still clean one. It's just I'm using a different syringe. I'm just cleaning everything out. Alright, so again, don't overextend. Don't force the pressure or anything like that. You will make a little bit of a mess, but again, no big deal. Take, again, the other one, put it in here so the air can escape. Push this down so the air can all come out. Take this out, and then you can feel it when you pull it out, that it closes, like it seals, which is pretty cool. And that's what we want when we're filling it up. That way it still has the negative pressure that goes in there. Alright, so that's pretty much all done there. And then I'm going to shake it up again. We're just going to rinse and repeat this process until it's super clean. So I'll get back to you when it's all done. Alright guys, I'm back. So this is what it looks like when it's pretty much clear. I did it 3 times, flushing it out, and as you can see, there's very little residue that it's not going to affect anything. When I poured the new ink in there, it's because the ratio of it's fine. It's not going to do anything. And again, it's just a tiny bit of alcohol, which I can actually probably get that last bit out there. Yeah, there we go. So now it's just so small. It's probably like a drop or 2 in there. But other than that, everything else is clean. Now, essentially is to go ahead and refill it the exact same way, essentially. So this is pretty much how you do it. Make sure that when you fill it up, to make sure that this is releasing some pressure as well, which I'll show you just so that you have something to see. So I'm not going to use too much alcohol here, but it's just going to be an example. So once you get it to this point, what you want to do is insert it like you was doing, and then just push it in there slowly. You're going to see the spring kind of come out, and as that's happening, it's filling up. Alright, so there's that, and then you have like too much pressure now. So again, grab the other one and you push it. You're gonna push in, right? And then take this out, and I'll just show you completely. I'll waste it. I have enough alcohol here. I have like a whole gallon and stuff. So I'll show you guys like fully. So then again, I'm just gonna go slow. You see it coming out like this. You don't want to put too much pressure on it or anything like that. Alright, that's pretty good. And I'm just going to take this, and we're just going to repeat the process. And I'm holding it down while I take this out so that it's having that negative pressure. I think that's what it's called. Don't quote me on that. But I'm gonna put this back in there. I'm not what's it called, too worried about all this that I'm doing and showing you, because it's all okay. There's that, and this alcohol is going to be fine to clean it even further. Okay. So it's, I mean, that looks like it's a little more than halfway right where it's at right now. So put some more in there. Maybe I should grab a lot more this time instead of doing these little chunks, so I can finish filling this up. Oh, sorry, knocked you guys out. Okay, so one thing to note as well, when you're doing this part, make sure it doesn't go below the water or the ink, because if it does, you're going to start spilling it out from here. So just try to stay above it just so that air can escape. You're going to want to hold it in like this, and this is the part where we're getting pretty much to the top. So I'm just going to put very, very little as it comes out, because it's starting to fill up all the way to the top even more. Okay, that's good right there. I think I overextended it just a bit there, but alright, so at this point, this is where we do the final bit and just hold it all the way down towards the end. I think I might have overdone it just a little bit, but that's okay. And there we go. So you want to make sure that once it's full, this is pressed all the way like this. So I recommend don't fill it up all the way to there. Probably do like up to the halfway point where these little black tabs are. Just do up to there, and I think that'd probably be better. Okay. Alright. So there's about where those little tabs are on the side. So I'm gonna do it one more time just to hold in that pressure. Take it out. Yeah, that's gonna be better right there. Now this is pressed in all the way, so it holds in the pressure in there. And then this is what a full one will look like, of course with the ink in it. And yeah, it's not bad as far as being messy if you take your time and make sure that, you know, things don't leak out. And if it does, just grab some alcohol, clean it up, and you'll be okay. But essentially, that's this is how you would drain it and fill it up again, and then put it into the system, and it should work. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one.